Hello, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Backyard 2021 Test Series between Alex's 11 and Dan's 11. We have missed you all, and we hope you're all safe and well in these difficult times. The teams are being shown here for you now. Without further ado, we're going to go straight to the toss here at the Bromley Indoor Tennis Centre in Kent. We will go now to Dan Mears and Alex Smith.
Tails is a call. It's a heads. Dan's won the toss. So Dan, what are you going to do?
We're going to bowl first.
Going to have a bowl first. Any thought process in bowling first? Flat track?
No, just don't know what we're going to do. Don't know how it's going to play, and I think we'd be better off chasing.
Okay.
So I'm back last.
No thought in the fact that no one's won chasing yet, or are you still confident with your team
Still
to chase it
confident
down?
with my team. Very confident. Batsman galore.
Okay. Alex, bad toss to lose?
I would have batted, so yeah, I'm perfectly happy with that. I would have batted anyway, so first use of the pitch, put some scoreboard pressure on, get them chasing under a bit of pressure. I'm more than happy with that, yeah.
So, Dan has won the toss and Dan's 11 will bowl first. Sounds like both captains are pretty pleased with that outcome. Alex saying there he would have batted anyway. We're here now to bring you footage from the first test match at the fabulous Bromley Tennis Centre. This really is a wonderful venue, a new venue for us. We're delighted to be here. The captain himself, Alex Smith, is going to open up alongside Lewis Chapman. And just a quick reminder of some of the rules that are either same from last year or new changes to this year's event. 2 runs for a wide or a no ball and no extra delivery. Anything hit over the bounds will be out with no additional runs. And as per usual, each bowler must bowl one over before anyone can bowl a second. Each bowler must then bowl a second over before anyone can bowl a third. And so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's get going. A wonderful, wonderful occasion. A much bigger series this year. Alex's 11, as you can see on your screen there, the 2020 champions. They secured a 2-0 victory in the 3-match series. This year we will be bringing you 4 test matches as well as a full itinerary of one-day games into the new year. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, before we start proceedings, a big thank you for joining us again. We have missed you. We appreciate this has been a very difficult time for everyone. Neil Murphy is going to start us off with the brand new ball. Interesting decision from Dan Mears. Here we go. And the first ball of the 2021 series drifts away. Little bit of a way swing. Well left from Smith. Interesting choice from Dan Mears to go with Neil Murphy. Not perhaps one of his frontline bowlers. Smith drives straight to the fielder at mid-off. Not one of his frontline bowlers, Dan Mears, so it is possible that with the new series, the nerves, occasionally he's trying to squeeze through and over from Murphy before bringing his heavy-duty bowlers on. But good confident start from Murphy so far. He's found a nice rhythm, and again in the channel, left alone from Smith. This is a debut to all intents and purposes for Neil Murphy. He did briefly feature in the last test of last year's series, but was forced off after about 15 minutes with a leg injury. And Smith knocks it into the leg side, and we are off the mark, ladies and gentlemen. The first score of the 2021 Backyard Ashes series goes to the captain, and that will hand the strike over to his partner Lewis Chapman. And again leaves. It's been a tidy over this from Neil Murphy. Good start to the series from him. Medium pace, not really anything more than that, but bit of shape, relatively accurate thus far. Oh, and that one is a full toss, and that'll be no ball. So a good time to remind you of the rule again. A no ball, 2 runs and no extra delivery. And that will mark the end of the over. And it looks like, yeah, Dan Mears has immediately gone to the youngster, Alvin Safia. Now this is a player to watch. Really keep your eye out for this young man, ladies and gentlemen. 15 years of age. He is, we suspect, going to be the fastest bowler on display in this series. A fabulous all-round cricketer. Really excited to see how he gets on here. And the first delivery is quick and ducked back in. Smith plays it down to his toes. Really a buzz about this young man, Safia. An excellent prospect. Very sharp, very fast. And this is up in the air already. No real appeal from the bowler. Umpire not moved. I think that's fully off the pad. A reminder that LBWs only apply if the batsman's not playing a stroke. And the umpire has deemed no inside edge there. So Safia again to Smith. And that's hit him. And they're going to appeal for this one again. Oh, and he's given him. Well, Smith protests. What a dramatic start here, and a send-off as well there from the fielders. Not nice to see this early in the series. But 9 balls into the new series, and the captain has gone, and he did not look happy. Let's see what we can glean from the... Oh, that's hit the shoulder. Oh, that looks like a poor decision from the umpire. Smith indicated he felt it had come off his shoulder. We may get a better look at it here. Yeah, that seems to have hit him. No contact with bat or glove. It's a poor decision from the umpire. And 5 minutes into the new series, the captain has been sold a dud. But he's got to go. Nothing he can do about that. He's gone for 1, and Safia strikes early. What a blow for Dan's 11. What a dramatic start to this game. 3 for 1. Now, this is interesting. So, Alex's 11, Bevan West was scheduled to come in at number 3. He has pulled out of this game late on, and instead of drafting in a new batsman to replace him, Alex's 11 have brought in the bowling all-rounder Vamsi Bogireddy and promoted bowler Rob Maguire to number 3. Brave decision from the captain. That's a ripper from Safia. But a brave decision from the captain to promote Rob Maguire here. A tail-ender by trade. He can bat, but Smith clearly sees more potential than just a bowling all-rounder in Rob Maguire, and trusting him at number 3, a big responsibility here. And after the start they've had, he's going to need him to deliver. Pressure on Rob Maguire, and this has been a fabulous over from young Safia. Brilliant start, played at breakneck pace. In again now, last ball of the over, and leaves it alone well. So a big opportunity for Rob Maguire to make a statement here about his batting. And we're going to try and get you a look at that Smith dismissal again, just to see if we can isolate the contact with there, because he was very unhappy, the opener. Didn't feel that he'd hit this. Strong protest. It looked as though it may have come off the shoulder, and you can see it there. The gloves and the bat a fair way below the line of the ball. It doesn't appear as though he's hit that. We'll see if we can get another angle from the side, but Smith clearly feels that he's been sold a dud. It was a good delivery from Safia. Where he's got done here, Smith, is that Smith is 6'5", and Safia is a little man. Didn't expect it to bounce that high on him, so he's played with low hands. And you can see there, clearly off the shoulder. So one captain departs and another enters proceedings now. Dan Mears. Dramatic start here though. Smith clearly unhappy with that decision. Oh, and that's a ripper. Absolute beauty from Mears. That's ducked back in. Had a good series last year, Dan Mears. Didn't have the wickets to show for it. He was unlucky, but bowled well throughout. Good movement. Oh, and he has done as well there. It's an inside edge. And good running from Maguire calls Chapman through. He's off the mark. Good start this from Mears. And in he comes again now to Maguire, the left-hander. Spilled by the wicket-keeper. And that'll be a bye, the first bye of the day. Just to confirm, byes and leg byes do apply, but there is no boundary. So all byes and leg byes must be run. So that's why you've seen there the ball cross the boundary, but still a single. That's a beauty. Another good delivery from Dan Mears. Excellent start from him. This has been a really, really good start from his team as well. They've won the toss and chosen to bowl. Interesting decision. And it's drifted down the leg side. So good over that from Mears. But Lewis Chapman survives. It's 7 for 1. Here's another player we've been really excited to see. Yusuf Sharif. Excellent all-rounder. Very good player. And it'll be interesting to see how he goes in this series. Very talented. Starts poorly. But Alex Smith did go on the record to say that he had wanted Yusuf Sharif in his side when selection was done. Wasn't able to get him, and that's a good snip for Dan's 11. Really good player, Yusuf Sharif, although that was a poor delivery. Just struggling to adjust to the left-hander here. And he's going to come round the wicket. Good move while he looks to get his line right, but that's a bit too short. So it's not the first time we've seen this. Harvey Tiffin and Bijal Patel both struggled to land this ball early on. Bit of rust here, having been a year out of this format of the game. That's a bit better, still a little short. So it looks like Dan's 11 just taking some time to get back into the swing of things here. They have got themselves an early wicket. But they'll want to take a couple more here and really blast through this lineup. Oh, and that's a good delivery. Doesn't need to play at that, Rob Maguire. At this stage of the game, could have let that one go. But probably desperate to get off the mark and feel back on ball. Ducks out of that one. Looks composed so far. Both batsmen, steady start from them, 17 for 1. Although they've only scored 1 run off the bat since then, they have looked composed after a couple of early scares and inside edges. And James Crowther now, left arm medium pace. Only Sam Dennis and Gurpal Singh left in the rotation after this over. As Crowther comes on. For his first ball of the series, he was excellent with the bat last year, one of the standout players, but did struggle with the ball, and his first delivery has gone for 4. And that is the first boundary of the 2021 series, and Rob Maguire has played it beautifully, right over the top of it. Yeah, you can see there, very, very nicely played. Good control, picked his gap, didn't overhit it. Lovely stroke and some elaborate umpiring from square leg there as well. Crowther in again to Maguire. And again it's short, and this one's pulled firmer, and I think that may have been a drop. Just out of eye shot of the camera. I think that's been put down. Did it carry? It's gone for 4. Did this carry? It may well have done. Yeah, it has. Oh, that's poor. It's Yusuf Sharif out there. Should have held that. He's a good cricketer. Normally a safe pair of hands. But that's an opportunity that should have been taken. And Maguire gets a life. And it looks like the new bowler is going to be Sam Dennis, another debutant. Batsman by trade. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on with the ball. Very talented player and one to watch in this series, especially with the bat when his time comes. Starts with a decent delivery here. It's moved away late. Didn't quite tempt Maguire to commit to the stroke. But certainly had a little look at it. Dennis in again. And again, another little teaser on a length. That's a better delivery. They're going to test Maguire's patience here. How long can he leave these alone? How long can he stay composed? Is he going to start opening up soon? Oh, he's got it through for 4. Don't think it carried to the slip cordon. Just a little late glance. It's a shot he plays really well. Rob Maguire, that little late dab. Soft hands again. Into the ground. Through the slip cordon for 4. We are down to the last over of the first bowling rotation, and it's going to be Gurpal Singh, live wire, energetic cricketer, another batsman by trade, but can contribute with the ball and brings a certain energy. Does everything at 100 miles an hour. Now, where's that? Is that going to be 4? It is. Nicely timed from Maguire. Got down well to that. Yeah, very nice. Composed, rolled the wrist on it. Held the pose ever so slightly there. Good piece of batting that. And Maguire moves to 16, having been dropped on 4. He's rattled off a few boundaries now. Runs coming at quite a pace. As Gurpal Singh responds. Good delivery. Really are set for a fascinating series. These two teams so evenly matched. Gurpal Singh, seam up so far, but he can bowl leg spin, and he is a good leg spinner. Be interesting to see if he chooses to vary that at any point, as Maguire pinches a single. Good running. Never really in any danger there. Good judgment, ran early, both players committed to it. Good bit of batting. Field not quite ready. As Gurpal Singh comes into Chapman. Just a reminder again that including the wicket-keeper, there must be 3 players behind square at all times in the field, which, like we say, does include the wicket-keeper, and that's an inside edge. Chapman gets a single. Couple of balls left to go in the over. But he's adapted quicker than most in this rotation, Gurpal Singh. We've seen some loose overs, but pretty much everything's been reasonably on the money from him so far here, but he has gone for 6 up to now, which probably doesn't reflect fairly on the way he's bowled. Decent bouncer there. Perhaps not quite the pace to really rush Maguire, but got it right up there nonetheless. And follows it up with an excellent delivery. Good ball. That was a good over from Gurpal Singh. 37 for 1 at the end of the first rotation. Alex's 11 will be fairly happy with that. And here we go. It's going to be that man again, Alvin Safia, the youngster who's got the only wicket so far. Brilliant pace. He was a bit lucky to get that wicket. Poor decision from the umpire, but a brilliant bit of bowling nonetheless. Gets unexpected bounce. He's not a tall man, but can get this ball to spring, and at such high pace as well. Moves it both ways. He really is an excellent cricketer. And it is astonishing to think that as gifted as he is with the ball, he is primarily a batting all-rounder. So much talent. We can't wait to see how he goes in this series. Really is top of the range, Alvin Safia. But he's got a job to do here, because since his early wicket, Rob Maguire and Lewis Chapman have rebuilt excellently. Dan's 11 don't want this partnership to drift on too much longer. Has played very nicely from Chapman, right in behind that. Solid defence. New off-stump guard seems to be working for him up to now. Oh, beaten there. And he'll be pleased to get down the other end there, Chapman. That was a ripper from Safiart. Moved in late, beat the wicket-keeper inside. Beat the batsman outside his bat, and the wicket-keeper inside the stumps. Round the wicket now to Maguire. Good delivery and well played. I think that was a bunt ball. Had Bijal Patel made up the ground there, I don't think that would have been given anyway. Oh, it is a no ball. He has no balled him. So definitely wouldn't have counted had that been held anyway. Into Maguire again. Short, quick. Little bit too short. Just half a foot lower, and that's a really testing bouncer for Maguire to have to deal with. But he was able to get underneath this one. And gets solidly behind that. He's looked in good touch, Rob Maguire. Primarily bats in the lower order, usually. Number 7 or 8 territory, but Smith has promoted him up here to number 3 in the absence of Bevan West. And he has looked very solid up to now. Sees off that over. That's another over from Alvin Safia that Alex's 11 don't have to worry about for another rotation now. So it's important that they see him off during his overs, and it's going to be, looks like Neil Murphy again. Found a nice rhythm. Oh, that's it beautifully. And that's carried all the way. That's a lovely shot. Shot of the morning so far from Lewis Chapman. Beautiful timing and placement. Straight back over the umpire's head. Just about carried for 6. Didn't try and overhit it. That's a lovely strike. Have a look at it again here. Beautifully timed. That is a wonderful bit of cricket from Lewis Chapman. Starting to find his scoring feet as well now. Oh no, he's left a straight one. This is going to be out. That's absolutely plumb. No question. Oh, what a shame for Lewis Chapman. Just looked like he was settling in and finding his rhythm, and he's had a complete brain fade there. He's left a straight one. Bang on middle stump. Oh, what a poor bit of batting. No question about this one whatsoever. Brilliant from Neil Murphy. He's bowled well in his 2 overs so far, and look at the celebrations. Very popular player, Neil Murphy. And it's great to see him enjoying his cricket, but that is such a shame for Lewis Chapman. He built a good platform there. But it does bring to the crease, arguably 2020's man of the series, Ricky Barrett. Contributed with bat and ball in every test last year, and he's got to dig his side out of a bit of a hole here. 46 for 2. Having been put into bat, they won't be too unhappy with that, but they would have been expecting a score in the region of 200. May need a partnership between these two in order to get there. Barrett, the lead batsman in the side, and Dan Mears on to try and follow up that breakthrough from Neil Murphy. What a bonus that is for Dan's 11. Lewis Chapman has thrown away a solid platform there. Oh, that's a good start from Mears. Don't think there was any bat on that. I think that's come off the boot. What a bonus from Dan's 11. Lewis Chapman will be gutted. That's a good bouncer. Really used the short ball excessively so far this morning. Haven't been afraid to try and get it right up there, particularly at Rob Maguire. Now, has he got bat on this? Umpire signals 4. Looked like it may have clipped the outside of the leg, but he's given it as runs. Replay should give us a clearer idea. Oh, it could have been an inside edge. Might well have been an inside edge through the legs. And they get the boundary. Maguire moves to 21, and that's 50 up for Alex's 11. Good follow-up from Mears. But well so far today, Dan Mears. And they'll take one for that. Yeah, comfortably home. Will they look for a second? Maguire wants it. No. Barrett says no. So Ricky Barrett to face his first delivery. Two left-handers at the crease, and it's Mears. Oh, what about that? What a catch that is from Dan Mears. Umpire says no. Brilliant reflexes from Dan Mears. Umpire saying it's come off either the boot or the leg. The bowler was convinced. Let's see if we can have a look here. Oh, hard to tell from that angle. It's a brilliant catch. Magnificent from Mears. Hard to say from that angle. Will this tell us anything? Oh, it seems to have come off the bat. Well, that might make up for the Smith dismissal. That may well have come off the bat. Very difficult to tell from those angles, but Dan's 11 were convinced. It's a brilliant, brilliant bit of fielding off his own bowling. Deserved the wicket just for the catch, but Ricky Barrett survives. Hard to tell if he's hit that or not. We will try and bring you another replay and see if we can get any clarity on that, but for now, tough to tell from those angles. He may well have got bat on that. As Bijal Patel, the new bowler, drifts one outside the off stump to Maguire. And it is going to be Yusuf Sharif again. Bowled a tidy first over. Oh, that's a good one as well. Excellent from Sharif. And again to Barrett, the new man. Oh, and another excellent delivery. Well, the last couple of overs, ever since the wicket of Lewis Chapman, Dan's 11 have piled on the pressure here. They are all over the batsman at the moment. Can Barrett and Maguire hang on? Oh, they've taken a single. This is going to be close. Oh. Well, I reckon he's out if that hits. Looked a yard short there, Maguire. It was Alvin Safia, not a man whose arm you want to take on too often. We'll have a look at the replay here. Barrett desperate to get off the mark. Maguire was late. Only just taken off there. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's not even in the picture. Gone by a mile. And that is a big let-off for Maguire. Not for the first time today. It was Barrett who called him through. Alvin Safia, not a man whose arm you want to make a habit of taking on. And that's another brilliant delivery. What an over this has been from Yusuf Sharif. Dan's 11 all over Alex's team at the moment. Brilliant from them so far. It looks like there's a bit of an issue here. I think there may be an issue with the ball. So just to recap what we've seen here so far, Alex Smith was caught by Sharif, bowled Safia for 1. Lewis Chapman, LBW to Murphy for 8. 52 for 2. Dan's 11 won the toss here at the Bromley Tennis Centre in Kent for the first test match of 4 in this series. Backyard cricket is truly up and running again. Soak it in and catch your breath while we've got this delay. There's a reminder of the scorecard, as we mentioned there. Rob Maguire carrying the fight at the moment for Alex's side, and Ricky Barrett just arrived at the crease. Has had a couple of scares already. Very even contest at the moment. Tough to tell who the happier side will be. Seeing the bowling there, the standouts, Safia and Murphy with the wickets, but Yusuf Sharif and Dan Mears have also bowled excellently and applied pressure as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where play was called to a halt for the first session of day 1 of this test match. Thank you so much for joining us up to now. It has been wonderful bringing this back to you after a year away. Join us again next time when we'll be releasing footage for day 1, session 2, as Alex's 11 look to hammer home the advantage.